Today we're gonna be setting this fish trap right here at one of my favorite spots ever to see if we can catch some epic exotic fish to bring back to my saltwater pond. Let's do it. All right, we have already thrown our fish trap right in the beginning of the video. Just gonna tie her off and we're gonna leave her the whole time and see what we can find, because this spot has been insane. Walking here, I've seen the most crazy stuff. So this is gonna be a fun day of fishing. All right, we got our fish trap tied off. Now we're gonna wait and see if we can catch anything good, but it is an absolutely gorgeous day and I think we're gonna catch some cool fish. Take a look at this water right here, guys. Is that not just gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. It does not get better than this. I have not seen it like this in a long time. Look at how blue that water is. It looks like the freaking Bahamas. That's how blue this water is. This is straight up Bahamas water. Look at that. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous water everywhere. And I am absolutely pumped. So we're setting a fish trap and I was gonna net some stuff around, which I definitely am gonna do because the water is just too nice to not try. But you guys can see right here just how clear this water is. It's literally crystal clear. You can see all the way to the bottom. It looks like a swimming pool. Legit, some of the nicest water I've ever seen. I did not expect this nice of water today. Usually it gets really clean like this. You know, it's coming up. It's springtime a little bit. It's getting a lot more cleaner and it is just amazing. It's beautiful. And I did not also expect the amount of fish at this spot. You guys can see in this water. This is without my glasses over the lens. I do put them on here in a second, but look at the amount of fish you can see without my glasses in front of it. Just fish everywhere. Literally thousands of fish all along the bank. There are a bunch of different kinds. There's glass minnows, there's pilchards, there is sergeant majors. There's all different kinds of fish swimming around right here in this one spot. And then when I put my glasses over it, you guys can see what I'm seeing. I'll kind of zoom in a little bit. It is crystal clear. That's what I'm seeing with my glasses. Just fish all over the place, literally throwing a net around. You can't not catch a fish. So that's what we're gonna try to do today. It's absolutely gorgeous. I did not expect to see bait fish here, but there's pilchard. There is pilchard. And hey, it's springtime. Usually the small, tiny pilchards start showing up now and then they get thicker and thicker. But listen, there is pilchard here. They're not big, they're not hosses at all, but they're tiny. And that's all we need. That's a huge sign. That means we can net some pilchard and go offshore soon. That would be awesome. So the fish are here. I just dropped my fish trap. Let's net around, see if we can catch some cool stuff. Now the goal today is to, first of all, not fall in the water, and second of all, to catch some fish for the saltwater pond, the new mini saltwater pond in the backyard. We got to get that thing jump started. I don't want to go buy fish right now. I kind of just want to catch some and bring them to the pond and see how they do in there. So we just did our invert stocking video. If you guys want to see that, go check that out. We got some crazy stuff. One of the biggest crabs I've ever seen in my life. Arrow crabs I bought. He's the creepiest thing ever. I love him. I put him in the pond. He's doing great, but there's just so many fish right here. I mean, it'd be impossible not to catch, right? So I got to be patient because they're all kind of on the bottom when they see the net, but once they swim up to the top, I'm going to crush them. Oh yeah, that was easy. We got fish. Now what I'm actually going to do is, I'm not gonna show you every time I scoop something up because there's so many fish. I'm just gonna go on a tear right now and net a bunch of stuff, spend some time netting, and then we'll find out, I'll show you guys everything I catch after this. So let's just get netting. There's also a ton of seaweed around, which I'm gonna be looking through for sure because that's how we found our anglerfish that we have in our tank, Tiny Tim. So we gotta catch maybe another Tiny Tim today. Let's go. What is that? What the heck is this thing? I only got one fish in that net. I've gotten a ton of fish so far. I put them all in the bucket, but this guy, I don't know if I've ever seen this guy before. This thing looks almost like blue. It's probably just one of those normal looking, you know, OG fish, but let's zoom in on him. That is like, what is that? I don't know. Someone drop it down in the comments. Probably just a super baby SM, miniature SM, tiny guy. Look at that, look at my finger behind him. Thing is so small, but I caught a bunch of fish in the bucket. I'm gonna show you guys now in a second. This guy I'm gonna let back home because I don't know what he is. He's pretty cool though. Could be like a little, he's kind of bluish, but we're gonna put this guy back. There's a lot of fish by our fish trap because of the bait I have in there, the shrimp. So I'm actually gonna do one swipe like right next to the fish trap. It's probably not a good idea, probably scare me. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. That rock is freaking sketch. Holy moly, I almost just fell totally in the water, guys. Now I know that rock is sketch. Maybe I shouldn't net by my fish trap. That was almost a freaking disaster, this rock. Super sketch. All right, I'm gonna do it anyways because I'm feeling reckless. No, they're all deep down by my fish trap, but at least he almost fell in the water. That was nice. All right, I did some netting. I'm gonna show you guys here in a second, but I think we just pulled the fish trap so I can show you guys all the fish I caught all at once. Much easier for you guys. So let's see, is there gonna be any fish in the fish trap or did the netting do a better job? I don't know, the netting I kind of crushed because there's just fish all over the place and it's a perfect like small fish to stock the saltwater pond with. So we're gonna see, let's pull this fish trap. All right, let's pull our fish trap. Let's see if we got anything in here. Oh, we do have fish, let's go. Okay, fish trap worked. The fish are everywhere. The fish are just everywhere. today. Usually I haven't seen it this thick. Here we go. Definitely some dope aquarium fish in here that we could put in the pond. They are a little big. We're gonna see. Let's put these guys in the bucket. Let's get these guys in the old bucket here. Come on, boys. 2 fish in there. Okay, 2 fish, that's not bad. I literally left it for maybe 30 minutes. I did not leave it for long at all. So let's see all the fish that we caught today. Fish trap versus netting. Which did better? Let's find out. When it comes to the fish trap fish, we got 2 decent sized fish. They're kind of big, but these have got to be 2 of the brightest colored yellow striped grunts I've ever seen. They are just bright yellow, literally like a crayon. These 2 actually have some decent color. Usually I catch them either they're brown striped grunts or they're dull. Even the yellow sometimes can get dull. They do usually have a little bit of blue. These guys don't have too much blue, but these are bright yellow. They're pretty decent, but they are kind of big for the saltwater pond. They're really dope fish, honestly. If you come out here, this trap was just sitting for like 25, 30 minutes, so not long at all. And these guys swam in right away. So I could probably catch a ton of these guys for the pond, but I don't know if we're gonna keep these guys. I'm gonna bring them back home. We're gonna see how they look in the pond. If they're too big, we'll scoop them out. But for now, this is a great fish. I only like these guys because they are so yellow. I usually wouldn't keep these guys, especially in my smaller pond. We're gonna get a bunch of these for the native pond when we set that thing up really soon. But these guys, they're a little big, but they have super cool colors. So we're gonna keep these guys just in case. And if not, we'll put them in the canal and they can live under my dock freely. So we shall see once we get back to the house. Now let's check what we caught in the net. Well, I did catch these 2 guys in the net. As you can see, they didn't make it. I don't know what these are exactly. I think these actually might be little Deans, but they are not pilchard. They look a lot like pilchard, but they're really skinny, and I'm not an expert in tiny fish, really. And if I had to put my money on it, I don't know. I don't know what these are actually, but they do look like little Deans, I guess, because their scales are falling off like crazy, and they're super not hardy. I netted them up and they died immediately. So I netted them up and they did not make it almost immediately, but as you can see, this guy's scales are kind of flaking off. So definitely not good there, but these guys, just little bait fish. We're not gonna keep them anyways. We're gonna throw them back. Even if they were alive, I would not keep them. Just wanna show you guys, I don't know exactly. If you let me know, if you do know, let me know down in the comments exactly what they are. But if I would guess, baby Deans, I don't know. Now the other fish are kind of harder to see. I'm gonna have to show you guys up close when we get to the house, but as you can see, a bunch of little SMs. There's multiple kinds of fish in here, like that big one in the middle that you see swimming around right there. That is not a sergeant major. I don't know exactly what that is, but we do have some different kinds of fish. A lot of those little translucent baby fish I did catch as well. So good variety in here. You guys are gonna see them all up close when we get to the house and I actually put them in the pond, but netting them out, I don't have a little tiny net. Like that one right there in the middle, swimming around like that. What is that? Is that an SM? Might be a sergeant major. I don't know. There's definitely a variety in here, at least 4 different species in this bucket. But let's get these guys back home, put them in the pond, and then you guys will get a much better look at them. We're back at the house. Now, yes, I did catch fish from my saltwater pond outside, but we can't not give one to Tiny Tim because he's ready. And guys, not to mention, I forgot to look through the seaweed when I was scooping everything up. Totally forgot to look at the seaweed. We may have to make that a whole video one day, is looking through all the seaweed, because maybe we can find 10 Tiny Tims. And you never know what you're gonna find living in that seaweed. So drop a like on this video if you guys wanna see an entire video of me searching through the seaweed in the inlet, catching some crazy stuff in there. Big shrimp, big crabs, big fish. You let me know by dropping a like on this video. We'll make that happen, because Tiny Tim might need a friend. So we gotta give one lucky fish, or unlucky fish, to Tiny Tim. As you can see, I've been stocking, I just leave this thing stocked with glass minnows permanently. This guy is so full. He's hiding in the corner here. There he is. His belly is full all day, 24/7. So he eats whenever he wants to eat, and that's how it is until those glass minnows are gone. So he's got 3 left. He had like 10 in here 2 days ago. Now there's only 3. So these guys can eat, but we got to give a fish to the fan favorite, Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim. And guys, I've been reading your comments. Tiny Tim's new tank is coming. That is coming very soon. We're gonna be doing a video ASAP on getting Tiny Tim his own tank, his own little mini tank, and it's gonna be so much better than in here. So he got a lot bigger. He's at least tripled in size. So now it's time for him to get his own tank. So that's coming soon. But let's get him a fish. Let's put a fish in here. Let's see him eat. And we're gonna be giving him a microscopic sergeant major, because that's his food of choice. Remember, he lives in the seaweed traveling through the inlet. So he's sitting there. All those sergeant majors or little shrimp go up to that sargassum, and he boom, smokes them. So let's get this little fish inside. Let me know when you're ready. This is gonna be an epic shot of Tiny Tim eating a sergeant major. Sergeant major in the water. Sergeant major in the water. What is Tim doing? Come on, Tim. Here we go. Here we go, here we go. Oh, he missed, he missed. Tim now knows that there is food in there. He is ready to go. He honestly didn't see them for a while, so. Here we go. Oh, there we go, Tiny Tim. The freaking beast. No, I don't even, there is one more. I don't know if he's gonna eat it right now, but he likes to hang upside down and stuff, so maybe in his tank, we're gonna get some seaweed in there and have it up on top of the water with some rock, so he has a choice between rock and seaweed. I think that'll be a really good idea. As you can see, he crushes and he's getting bigger by the day. Is he gonna go for this one right now? Is he gonna go for that one right there? Get him, Tim. 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 Oh, he wants him. He wants him. He wants him. He wants him. Tim is the fan favorite. You guys freaking love Tim, and I love Tim as well. All right, here comes Tim. We put the light down so you guys can see a little bit better. We're gonna see if he wants to eat this guy right here. I don't even know if he sees him. Tiny Tim might be a fully blind anglerfish. There he goes. He's gonna eat him right now. Oh my God. Oh! The Sergeant Major, see what I'm talking about, guys? Something's up with Tim, dude. He literally needs the Sergeant Major to swim into his face. He's not a very good hunter. He's not a very good hunter. We're gonna work on his hunting skills when we get him in his new tank. But as you can see, 2 Sergeant Majors back to back just crushed him like nothing. That's my boy Tim. His new tank is coming soon. But for right now, he's with his bigger anglerfish friend there, right there. So let's go. I have a really exciting fish that's gonna be going in here too that I've ordered. You guys will see in my next video. It's weirder and crazier way crazier than this anglerfish right here. It's the weirdest fish I've ever seen. So let's put these guys in the pond. Well, now that I think about it and I look at these guys, you know, I wanted to really see how they would look. I think these guys are too big. I think they're too big for this pond. It's not what I'm envisioning right now. It's not what I'm envisioning. So we're gonna go ahead and throw these guys back because they're too big. I wanna start small fish and then move slowly upwards. I hope you guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments, but I think it's better to start with smaller fish and then slowly go up from there. So although we caught them in the fish trap and they're absolute dimes, like look at the colors on these grunts, they're just golden. We're gonna go ahead and just let these guys go because I think they're too big for the pond. So we gave it a shot, but let's see. You ready? Here goes grunt number 1. He gets to live under my dock now. See you, buddy. And grunt number 2. You're gonna enjoy it here, guys. I feed these fish every single night, so they get free food for life. I come out here, anything I don't eat for dinner, like any scraps, throw them in the water. They love to eat. We also do tons of chumming videos, but every night they get a nice American dinner. So they're nice and fat. So let's get the other fish in the pond though. Those guys, they're small enough to go in. I'm trying to get all the guck out first. Is actually a fish trap. I put it back in here and it just got so much grass everywhere. And we don't want the grass in our tank. Now I'm gonna try to get these guys one at a time or without getting anything in my hand, like dirt wise, but we've got a decent amount of fish and there's a variety for sure. So I put my hand here and I just drain the water. We should be fine. We should get a lot. Okay, we got a decent amount. We're gonna have to get more, but here is fish number 1s. Let's check out our variety pack. We've got, is that a spot? Okay, these 2 might be spots. We might not want those guys, but these little baby Sergeant Majors, we are definitely gonna be taking those guys. You know what, we're gonna put them all in. We're gonna put them all in. So we got a nice variety pack of different kinds of fish. Those might be spots and these are Sergeant Majors. So nice little variety. Let's get them in the pond. We still have some more in there we do need to get, but adding fish for the first time, the saltwater mini pond is back, baby. Here we go, swim off, my friends. Okay, you guys good? There we go, there we go. Come on, wake up. There they go. Takes them a second. Whenever they get into the net, they kind of like tweak out for a second and then here we go. Let's let them go. Later, skaters. Get out of the net. Why do they want to go back in the net? Get out of the net. Let's go, baby. There's this guy. He's staying in the net. Now he wants to stay in my hand. Dude, you cannot stay in my hand. So there's our first group of fish going in the pond. We got a nice little group of baby Sergeant Majors, a couple spots. The Sergeant Majors are kind of staying at the top of the water. We got one right here as well.
We got a nice variety of fish here. A lot of small baby SMs. As you can see, they look great in the window. The pond's coming along already. So I wanted to start with these guys before we actually were starting to buy fish and stuff. Let's see how these guys do in here. See how big they can get before we get some fish for the pond. But we got some Sergeant Majors, some other like weird translucent looking fish. There's our giant arrow crab from the last video. He's probably, if a fish is small enough and is caught sleeping, he might snatch him up. So it is what it is. That is what the arrow crabs do. So we're gonna see how well he does with fish in here. We got our nice little school and we are ready to get some more fish for the pond. These are the translucent ones, super tiny. So we got a nice variety here and I cannot wait to start adding some more fish. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.